It's another weekend of Premiership action. We had the FA Cup last week, and we also know what happened in the FA Cup. West Ham were thrashed by Nottingham Forest, and Swansea beat Manchester United at Old Trafford for the first time in their club history. Bad times for Manchester United right now, especially after they lost to Spurs at home the weekend before last. Now, moving on to this weekend, I'll look at all the Premiership pretenders stroke contenders. Chelsea's away to Hull. That should be a game, considering the way Jose Mourinho thinks and operates. I should think he should have enough about him to go to Hull and beat Hull, considering that Hull lost Liverpool their last away game, but gave Manchester United a good run for their money when they lost 3-2 there recently and beat, they're quite good on their patch actually, beat Fulham there 6-0. So Hull-Chelsea should be an interesting game, but I do think that Chelsea, in their current vein of form, Mourinho playing not necessarily attractive football but effective football, should be able to eke out a result. After that, we're looking at Everton going to Norwich City. Norwich City going to Everton. Everton were lucky to get a draw their last time out, scoring a dying minute penalty to get a 1-1 draw away. But I think they should have enough to take care of Norwich City, who, apart from Gary Hooper, they don't really have that much firepower going forward, and Everton will know that if they want to hang with the big boys and get that elusive Champions League spot, they have to hold on to it. Spurs have been doing quite all right. They got that absolutely brilliant result against Manchester United, and under Tim Sherwood, they're looking at a much more confident set of players. Unfortunately, they didn't really turn up in their 2-0 reverse to Arsenal at the Emirates with a lot of off-field shenanigans as well. But I think they should have too much power, for Crystal Palace to deal with, who are a totally different outfit under to the police. Very solid, very hard to break down. But I think Spurs under Tim Sherwood and with Emmanuel Adebayor back to his free scoring best, I think Spurs should be able to walk away with all 3 points. Arsenal have a tricky tie away to Aston Villa. We should all remember that they played Aston Villa on the first day of the season and were beaten by Paul Lambert's boys. Unfortunately, Aston Villa too have been going through a dodgy patch themselves. They don't generally to score too many goals at home. They've dropped a lot of points and are among the lowest scorers at home in the Premiership. So Arsenal should, on their current run of form, be able to beat Villa there. Although Arsenal has suffered a shocking blow by Theo Walcott, who has really come into form, scored some very, very crucial goals. Unfortunately, he's been ruled out at the end of the season, and that might even put his progress is going to the World Cup with England in doubt. Manchester United face their conquerors, Swansea, again at Old Trafford. Whether Swansea can, whether likely will strike twice, we will not know. But unfortunately for Manchester United, David Moyes is saying he's not going to buy the transfer window, and I fear for Manchester United. They were looking at trying to, actually up to the Spurs game, they were still in the title race. I feel that Manchester United is out of the title race, and if care is not taken, if they don't start stringing the results together, they'll be out of the Champions League places unless they end up winning the competition itself. Manchester City is a solid side. They're away to Newcastle. That for me is the tie of the round. Newcastle they're in a very good vein of run of form. They've won 7 games out of their last 10. Their last defeat was to a very good Arsenal side who went there and ground out and won the result. I see something happening, something similar happening as well. City is slowly but surely clicking into gear, and if they want to overhaul Arsenal at the top of the Premier League, they need to start picking up all 3 points on their travels. So that's the EPL, and it's over the halfway season, and by this time next month it will start to take shape, and we should know who's going to be the eventual winner in May.